with us today we have Miss Mehak Oberoi. So to start with, what were your key takeaways from the session, ma'am? Hello, Mike.
Okay. So I think multiple. One, we spoke at length about, of course, arbitration and mediation. Arbitration, we were talking about the fact that it's losing its spirit because the timelines that we in India have set are getting diluted. What really happens is that you have a timeline set, but you're constantly going to court to extend. So that's diluting the process. So people now are moving from arbitration to mediation. So mediation is the next big thing. We have a lot of scope of improvement as far as mediation is concerned, but we are getting there slowly. We have competent upcoming institutes that are helping. So yeah, all in all, it's a great thing. But yes, another factor that needs to be dealt with is that India needs to be promoted rather than us going out and trying to appoint mediators or arbitrators from outside or selecting institutions which are outside India. We need to promote ourselves as an arbitration, as a mediation hub. So I think, yeah, though we've come a long way in terms of arbitration also, right from 1899 when arbitration started to, the last amendment in 2019.
Yes.
We've come a long way, but there's always miles to go before you sleep, so yeah.
So my next question to you is, with Mediation Act 2023 as a potent legislation, alongside the Arbitration Act, how do you see ADR landscape changing and improving dispute resolution?
So I think I've partially answered the question. As far as mediation is concerned, what the system or the country needs to do is we need to give impetus to more mediators, and so there needs to be more age diversity. What is happening is that people are going for more experienced mediators. Like you'd go for an experienced doctor or experienced lawyer, you're going for experienced mediators. So the younger ones are getting trained, but they're not getting an opportunity, because all the institutes mostly will have this criteria or qualification that you need to have prior mediation experience. So it's a chicken and egg situation. So it's important to support the system, support the first time mediators to be able to enhance the mediation practice so that we can promote it in India. So that's one factor. Now the Mediation Act has come out. The fact that the orders are going to be, the settlement agreements are going to be considered decrees is something great. But one of the aspects that probably needs to be dealt with, maybe on a practical level, probably they'll not consider it in the act or the rules as such, but that's something, the committees of mediation need to think about as to how they can go about that.
So my last question, how do you foresee AI being integrated into the legal industry in next to 5 to 10 years?
So I think I can talk for the in-house industry. I think it's going to help us a lot. I'm, from a renewables background. I head the hydro business, and so it's going to make our life a lot simpler in terms of contract reviews, in terms of standardizing the processes, creating training modules for, within our organization, and, mapping out the repetitive processes that can be streamlined so that, the processes can become more lean to save cost, time and efficiency. So on those fronts, of course, even from the perspective of selecting arbitrators, otherwise it's a very ad hoc and random process where you take references, where you see their resumes and kind of figure. So it would be a more objective process of selection if AI can do that for us. So yeah, I think it's going to help in multiple ways.
Thank you so much for it.
Thank you.